Hello everybody and welcome to the second day of the TED Cup 15. Today we're going to have, once again, 4 players battling for 2 spots. We're going to have 5 matches in total today in Group B. We're going to have 1-0 and TH starting off the day, and 15 Sway and Labyrinth as well, playing later. And, in fact, our dear admins are very eager to start the games, and we're hopping into the first one already. Our first map shall be Autumn Leaves with TH in the top right. Playing an Archmage first. In bottom left we have 1-0 going for the Lich first Ghoul build, which is definitely the norm on this map nowadays and on basically any map. This is a very strong build, because it can be very strong at pressure early against the Archmage and Footies and Peasants, but it can also secure an expansion fairly reliably, although humans have gotten better at dealing with it, cancelling it, which can be a big play. But yeah, 1-0 has 2 options available. He can expand or not, both are viable. But seeing a 6th Acolyte here, looks like indeed he's going to be intending the Expo. Footy didn't need scout, by the way. TH kept the Footy at home to deal with the Acolyte. And 1-0 wants to see what the creep route is. Seeing the opponent not over here, he must be able to deduce that the Archmage is going for the corner expansion first. It's going to be a fast expo indeed, which may leave the Archmage on low levels later. He's going to get level 2 here right away, but getting level 3 after could be tough. We'll see. Lich getting almost level 2 as well from this camp, but he needs a little bit more. Crystal Ball found for TH. It's probably not the item that he wanted. Oh, Footy with an opportunity for first blood here, maybe against the Ghoul. Nope. Doesn't want to risk the Footman too much. Oh, great Crystal Ball. Sees the Lich on the way. And guess what? There's no expansion here. Peasants have been pulled back. No expansion here yet either. Just the Ziggurat. I don't really like this position on the Ziggurat too much. I feel like here it would be much better. Alright, now the game gets a bit weird. Both players have decided, oh, the Nova here could be big. Oh, could have been even better, I feel like. But one Nova into the Peasant, that's going to be plenty of kills. The Ziggurat going down, it's going to make expanding very difficult here. And I wonder, are both going to not expand? Are both going to still try to expand? We'll see. A couple of Peasants going down. 3 Peasants total, I believe it was. Archmage T being home. Good thing the Lich is out of mana, otherwise AM would be in trouble. Oh, and the 6th Acolyte actually taken out as well, so a new Acolyte has to be made. Looks like 1-0 still wants to try to get up this expansion. Oh, look at the Archmage. Chasing for the Ghoul kills. Gets the 1. Good movement there on the Footy. Following the Ghouls around. If he had boots on the AM, this would work even better. And yeah, this is a weird game state. Both players have had their expansions delayed by a lot. Great Footy movement. Excellent Footman control by TH. He's got a Footy over here to scout. He had a Footy chasing the Ghouls. Although this one did get away. If you can, you really want to prevent that Ziggurat from coming up. This makes things much more difficult for the human once the Nerup is up and ready. Arcane Tower in them. Oh, it's a guard tower, actually. Okay. Gonna be a lot more helpful against the Ghouls, of course. Speaking of Ghouls, this one's gonna actually get away. Oh, sick. With the Acolyte block trying to save the Ghoul. And I think that actually works out. Lich in the meantime still fighting against the Peasants. And 1-0 has finally had enough. He is going tier 2. And that means he's not going to go for the fast expansion. TH here has the chance to get ahead economically. Experience-wise, the Archmage might get level 3 from this camp. Perhaps it's not quite enough, though. Oh, the narrow tower needs to be repaired. Acolyte coming from the main base. But it's a low HP Acolyte. Mistake by 120. That should have been a full HP Acolyte. Oh, lucky that the Acolyte actually survives. This is a big deal. Getting the repair now. Interesting game, though. Both players putting pressure on the opponent right away, and both have to think quick on their feet. Acolyte falls. This is why it would have been better if the Acolyte here had been full HP. And TH really wants to commit to getting the narrow castle, but this could give a lot of experience to the Lich. 330 at the moment on the Lich. And it's 2 footies here, which should be going down. Denies would be big. Gets 1. And almost the second, but not quite. Lich picks that one up. Getting closer to 3. The Ghoul in the north saw the peasants going over there for the expo. This game is still very hard to properly read and have the perfect adjustments on the fly.
The town is under siege.
Only the Water Elemental won't be able to take out this narrow tower. And now the AM is gonna go home to defend. Not going aggressive himself anymore. We got 1 tower coming already, by the way. And another one could be upgraded. Arcane and Guard Tower about to be ready. Some peasants here are gonna be suffering. Archmage trading blows. Needs to be careful. With a Nova in play, this is always dangerous. There's 1 Nova left. Where's it gonna land? Oh, that's a lot of peasants falling. That's a lot of peasants falling. But the militia call was very well timed. So they can now go back as the workforce. And the Archmage finding another kill on a Ghoul. Even if he can't stick around next to the Lich, at least he's finding the stragglers on the way back home. I think both players playing really well so far. Very good showcase up until now. But here's the danger. Tier 3 for 120 is coming. The Lich now missing 1 single point of experience. Wants to fight with the help of the narrow tower. But TH is aware how low all these ghouls are. But new ghouls coming in from the main base. If 120 can keep all these ghouls alive, it's going to be a dangerous frenzy timing later. Oh, good deny. Only a single ghoul dies, and we can see the Lich getting ahead. Oh, dude, the Archmage needs to run really fast. Still on level 3 for the AM. DK on the way. Scouting the main. The crystal ball still hasn't been sold yet, interestingly. And looks like TH needs towers to hold off against a push that is to come. Got the regen scroll, got another one to be safe. Seems like this will be the wrong time for 120 to actually push before Frenzy. But he doesn't care. The shop is an easy target. The Archmage not being level 3 here really hurts. Having level 2 water elementals would be a big help. Also, no arcane tower in the main base, so the heroes can just stand here and are not getting their mana burned. There's 1 more Nova. Footy's nicely lining up for it. Oh, juicy Nova right here. Use it to secure also a kill. We have lots of footies, but the Archmage needs more kills. He needs this level 3 so bad. Perhaps a slight mistake by TH attacking the narrow tower here earlier instead of creeping, instead of getting that level 3. Great saves by 120. Keeping all these fragile ghouls alive just barely. The Frenzy upgrade is coming. What does TH have? Not even tier 2 ready for TH. He has lots of gold, but issues with lumber. Can't spend all of his resources just yet. 3 towers at the expansion. Only a single tower in the main base. 120 supply is fairly low at only 40. But with destroyers being morphed with a third hero... Wait, he's going for double towers. 1-0 upgrade 2 spirit towers in the main base. Really concerned about getting lamed.
A player's force is not under attack.
Foots, of course, stand no chance anymore now. Against triple hero, against frenzy, plus statues. TH building a second lumber mill. Getting the next lumber upgrade. But he has like no units. Only footmen, really, is what he has. Alright, MK's out. Finally, there's an opportunity to kill something. But also the DK is about to level up. Level 2. It's right around the corner. What about the Lich? He's close to level 4, which is a huge level up for him.
A player's force is under
Well,
attack.
not extremely close, but fairly. Clap first on the MK. It's a rare sight. Does make sense, of course, against the ghouls. But there's so much more damage on the undead side. And now that was the level 2 for the DK. Now we're gonna have the aura as well, which is a huge help. The water elementals aren't doing anything anymore. This MK can easily be killed. Nova right clicks. He falls. The Lich about to get level 4 in the main base. There's still only a single tower. Call to arms being used. There means no repair for the tower either. And there's literally nothing against these destroyers. Well, now Gyro's coming. There is one rifleman. Here just trying desperately to cobble together an army. But I think this is just a bit too much. It's an absolute feeding frenzy for 1-0. He is getting so many kills, dude. Level 4 in the Lich, level 2 in the Dark Ranger. The DK not even too far away from 3 anymore. Oh my god, dude. It is a massacre. Oof. The populace is being decimated by the enemy military.
A player's force is under attack.
Both players have lost immense amount of units. The 1-0 has these super strong heroes. TH can't really keep up with the hero strength anymore and has to tap out finally. GG it is. 1-0 for 1-2-0. One of the big favorites in this tournament, having won the TP League in May. One of the biggest tournaments there is. Wait, I have to check the game name. Don't want to miss the invite. I think TeD is trying to rejoin at the moment. All right, so let's enter the first point. 1-0, looking quite convincing. Maybe TH a bit too stubborn with the expansion. Perhaps he should have just crept, play one base, and not even expand, and expose himself to a weak tier 3 timing. A tier 3 timing against which he would have been weak, to be more precise. But hard to make those calls, dude. That game was so wild, so many things were happening. It was so unpredictable, and so unusual to see such a game state. All right, I think now it is working again. All right, 1-0 lead on the undead side. This matchup seems, I feel like, super volatile nowadays. So much can go right and wrong in the early game and can have such a huge ripple effect. And it's so complicated, you know? It's especially when a game turns out like this one. Going for the expansion, faking it, getting a cancel, running across the map, killing a few units. And when's the right expansion timing? When's it too late? When do you have to forego it? These are very difficult questions to answer. 1-0 at some point decided to move away from the expansion and give up on that idea and rather go for the tech. That worked out well for him. Maybe TH could have done the same, but of course it's also not very clearly answerable. Would that have been correct? Would it not have been? Human normally a race that has a lot tougher of a time just playing one base compared to Undead, who's always potent on one base. Yeah, so feels like a very complicated matchup nowadays. Back in the day, when it was just DK, Fiend, one base pressure, the humans basically knew exactly what to do and what a good and what a game would look like. Good game and a bad game. A good timing and a bad timing. But nowadays, with the unpredictability, things have gotten a lot more complicated. Alright, we're having a join bug at the moment, so we're trying to set this up anew. Thorazine would win with one base rifles and Paladin. Yeah, Paladin rifles is quite a bit better in terms of early game build nowadays because the blacksmith is cheaper in lumber. But I haven't seen anybody try this yet. The issue is, if the undead opponent just fast expands against Pally rifles, that just seems like a super hard counter. Which might not be beatable. So, maybe on some maps. On AZ probably, you can play Pally rifles. Maybe on Concealed Hill. But as long as the undead can fast expand, Pally rifles seems not that good. Thank you, Pandora, with a 5-month resub. Yeah, if Pally rifles could also fast expand, I think it could work. But I don't know if that build is doable in any way. Alright, we try again. Hopefully this time. Okay, we're having some issues with the lobbies at the moment, unfortunately. Yesterday, things worked very smoothly. Yesterday we had Group C with Lin, Lawline, PCG, and Fortitude. And I think there we had, like, no host issues whatsoever. Today, it's a bit of a different story. Of course, yesterday, Lin and Lawlight, the two Koreans, were the ones to advance, although Fortitude got really close. Super close. It was a pretty sick series yesterday, the last one of the day. It was the only game which wasn't super one-sided. And it was a great back and forth. And Fortitude had a really good chance of making it through. Especially one map that he lost on Last Refuge. Seemed like he should have won. And also in Concealed Hill, it was very close. Lawlight clutching it out in the end, barely squeezing into the top 8, where it does seem like he belongs though. And that means we don't have too many human participants anymore. TH is one of them, and Sok being the other. I think I saw Starbuck earlier in chat, right? Oh, yeah, he was there. I wonder what he's going to play. Going up against Night Elf. Against Colorful, that is. Wouldn't be too surprised if he chooses Human. Yeah, I don't know. Or he could play Random. I guess it's one of his biggest strengths. Colorful, of course, a great random player. We are ready now for map number 2. There is in the lead. 1-0. This being a best of 3, of course. 1-0 could close it out. 2-0. Move into the upper bracket final. 1-0, like I said, in the TeD Cups normally always performs very well. And we just saw him also delivering in the TP League May. Anything but the Lich first here would be a huge surprise. I wonder what the creep route is by TH. I saw one time Fortitude playing a creep route which looked so good. It was a Tuskar camp first, get level 2, then be aggressive, run across the map, dissuade the undead from the fast expansion, wait for more peasants to be ready, and then go for your own expansion. Creep a bit more, get level 3, and you'll be ending up with a faster expansion than the undead. And also normally good amount of lumber. Wait, is this a wall? It's like corner to corner. I'm not sure if this is a wall off. I see an early arcane tower as well. Acolyte scouting. And no other acolyte here, by the way. So this looks to be... Ah, wait, what? I know, actually being pulled back now. Could still be an expansion. We have the skull. We have the skellies.
A player's forces are under attack.
And TH scouting what the opponent is up to. Alright, next round of militia. Here we go. 6 of them called. Time to expand. Very nice positioning on the Nerub. Covers a big area. Found the cause. And the circlet. Ooh, very good drops for Lich. What does the Archmage have? Periap and gloves is okay. Honestly, the Periap is kind of nice to protect against the Lich nuke early game. And also late game. Is he just creeping the next camp? What? Tia just walked into the corner for no apparent reason. Lich is spearheading the attack. Ghouls and skellies on the way as well. Archmage normally afraid of face tanking the damage, but the Periapt helps him here in being more tanky. You can see after the first Nova, his health is still looking decent. It's not a bad sign. Lich are called from the main, but only 2 of them. Now the Ghoul is going to work. Pressuring the peasants right away. TeD is also putting a bit of damage on the Lich. You want to make sure he is not able to attack too freely. Alright, 2 peasants died, maybe 3. But the Lich has more Novas. These peasants perfectly lined up. But he really wants to pressure the Archmage. I wonder if this is perhaps not a mistake. With the AM having so much HP. The expansion is coming. Of course, this attack is mainly supposed to distract from the Undead Expo. And the good thing is, now that the Archmage is hurt, he can't really commit to the Haunted Cancel too easily at all. And of course, he's not level 3, so he doesn't have the level 2 elementals. And, well, I think both players can be satisfied with this early game. Not too many peasants died. And 1-0 also didn't lose the Haunted Gold Mine. Oh, blocked from the ghouls. I am in a bit of trouble. but the boots helping him here a lot. And we can see the effect of the Periapt. This one came in pretty clutch, actually, in making sure the AM wasn't too squishy. Oh, and the tech has started. So faster tech and faster expansion for TH leads me to say that he has the lead this game, if you can also make sure to get level 3 at a decent timing. Lich probably gonna get the level 3 first, lacking just a little bit. Didn't get a ritual dagger. That's pretty weird. He's super low HP already. But only 300. Oh, Wand of Illusion. Can try to bait some Novas with that one. And the Archmage just barely getting that level 3. Working out perfectly. Footies on the attack. 7 of them on the way across the map. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. This could be a lot of damage to the economy on both sides. Lich needs 1 peasant for the level up. Doesn't want to use the Nova before. And here come the footies. Alright. A lot of multitasking now required. Oh, he denied the peasant. The 1 peasant that died, he denied, so he prevented level 3 for longer. All the acolytes have to run. And a really good number of footmen here. Ready to do some damage against the buildings. Well done by TH. Not just going into defense mode and protecting his expansion, but also looking for his own opportunity to be aggressive. And Lich still not having level 3. The tower denied the last hit. Oh, that was a big mistake by 1-0. Should have made sure the tower doesn't get the last hit. Now the Lich still stuck on level 2. They'll do it again. Alright. Now there's level 3. And now the footies will have a much tougher time. I think the footies should have returned home once the Lich was, you know, on the way back to his expansion. Smart choice. Also, I wanted to go for the Necropolis to remake Acolytes because he lost quite a few of them. Man, but that's a lot of footmen going down. What's the Lich experience? He's gonna get the Water Elemental as well. Once the Lich hits level 4, that's when he becomes very scary. With all that mana sustain. I think TH overstayed a little bit with the footmen. The first move north was really nice, forcing the undead back. But I think he could have and should have retreated a bit earlier. Archmage needs a shop. And the shop is ready. And the tier 3 is already coming. Wow. Tier 3 timing nice and early. Similarly also for 1-0, but yeah, the human is ahead by a bit. I don't mind this position at all for TH. Where's the Archmage? There he is. You would love to get a fast level 4 on the AM, to have that level 2 aura available early on when you get MK and Pally. With a double Water Elemental. TH has very good damage against the ghouls. And yeah, this still looks like a very even game to me. Would love to see the triple barracks play that Fortitude showed in the past. Wait, he only has 1 barracks? Here comes another. Let's see if it's triple. No, double barracks only. Fortitude first showed the triple barracks play to pump out knights very quickly on tier 3 once you have reached the castle to counter the fiends as quickly as you can. Because once there's like 4 or 5 fiends, there's going to be serious damage from the undead side. And of course, knights can only be built on tier 3, so you need to pump them out fast. A second lumber mill as well coming at the expansion. TH with some specialty moves. And now a big item for 1-2-0. belt for the DK, not bad at all. Belt and ring, very nice for him to tank a couple more. Do we see a shredder? Nope, no shredder, so not that much lumber. But the lumber mill here is going to help quite a bit actually, with the lumber income. Alright, but TH needs to get ready fast. Pally's on the way. Oh, I love the timing. Once tier 3 is finished, he's opening up the tree here so that the units can't get stuck inside with the staff. Smart play by him. But he needs to get ready really fast. TH has so much gold, but he's not spending it yet. And again I say, the triple barracks. Shouldn't that have been the call, the triple barracks? TH at 50. Only now producing. Oh, TH was waiting a long time. Was it too long? We'll see. Knights in queue. Goes to the front door. Items being purchased. Giving over the orb. One more gyro comes out of the workshop. MK gets level 2. That's very nice for the clap right now. Okay, taking plenty of damage. Here just trying to buy time for more rounds of production. And if you can take out some ghouls while doing so, it's of course perfect. Knight in trouble. Is there a staff though? There should be a staff. Where was the staff, TH? Used it now for the second knight. Alright. That's so much damage. It might be too much damage from 1 to 0. TH needs to get past the ghouls and attack the fiends with the knights. Destroyers being morphed. We have gyros against it, but not that many. Web is ready. MK doesn't have a storm ball at the moment. Buying a mana potion, I like that. Trying to take out the fiends. Knights now connecting. Holy Light was used. That was the last one, by the way. Staff, perhaps on cooldown. Great save on the Knight. Knights chasing for more fiend kills. They are faster, of course. Heat potion is there. AM survives. Gyro still trying to deal with the destroyers. Having only one workshop now is painful. AM had to TP out. Archmage at the shop, in serious trouble. The potion is there. Heroes surviving for now, but for how much longer? Once there has a supply lead, and he's got the statues here to continuously heal him up. This DK, by the way, super tanky. Also got the health stone earlier. It seems like TH didn't quite get ready in time. .13 supply lead. Get 1 to 0, close it out. It's looking good for him. 4-3-1 levels with the Dark Ranger also about to level up soon. And the damage of the undead army is quite noticeable. And the human never got quite enough time to get those upgrades in. It's only 2 or 3 knights at a time. Once you get to 4 knights, 5 knights, 6 knights with decent upgrades, that's when the undead really starts to struggle. But 1 to 0 still at a decent timing. Triple silence towards the end. The MK falls and it is GG. And the 1-0 lead, the 2-0 victory, I mean, for 1 to 0. Solid play, well done. That brings us to the second match of the day. 15 Sway versus Labyrinth coming up next. We go into a quick break, and then it's time for our second game, 15 Sway versus Labby. See you guys in a bit.